Welcome to CAM Look, your daily dose of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each weekday, a staff member or volunteer will share an object from the permanent collection and pose questions for further discussion. So check back daily, 10 a.m. for a new work and a new conversation. So today I'll be interpreting the work of art called Alt Park by Herbert Philip Barnett. When your eyes first scan this painting, you immediately notice the warm gold, tan, orange, and brown colors, with each patch of color nearly independent of the others. The artist using very minimal blending of his paints. After the colors invite you into the painting, you recognize trees in the foreground and the outline of homes in the middle ground, realizing now that this is a landscape, gazing down to a nestle of homes in a small valley, then upward to a distant hillside and horizon. Based on the intensity of the colors and the lack of leaves on the trees, I assume the time frame is probably mid to late fall. I love the fact that the painting is largely abstract, requiring the viewer to search for identifiable objects in order to comprehend the content of the landscape, yet all the while being consumed with arrays of pure color. The style of the painter is familiar. At first, it reminded me of early Cubism, when Picasso and Braque were feverishly experimenting with form and geometry, eliminating depth and perspective in their work. However, I remembered that Picasso and Braque's experimentation was in fact built upon the work of Cézanne. It was Cézanne who in his later years first substituted patches of color and geometric shapes and planes as a more modern alternative to traditional perspective. His most famous landscapes were of Mont Saint-Victoire, near his home in Aix in southern France, pictured here. He used bands of color, such as the browns and the grays in the foreground, the golds and the greens in the middle ground, and the blues and the grays of the mountain in the background to differentiate proximity within the flat two-dimensional surface. Similarly, Barnett uses the dark outlined trees in the foreground, the vibrant colors in the middle ground, and the blues and grays for the background and sky. Both paintings generate an excitement and a strong emotional response to viewing landscape through this simplified, geometric shaped and color-filled style. I also enjoy this work of art because it's local. It's all park, and memories of the park enhance the experience. And the artist, Herbert Philip Barnett, was the Dean of the Art Academy of Cincinnati from 1951 until his death in 1972. As we know, the Art Academy was once a part of the Cincinnati Art Museum and has a long history of producing creative and innovative artists. And the landscape in the painting was in fact a view from Barnett's home. So, what do you like and dislike about Cézanne and Barnett's alternative style of landscape painting?